Alright, so in today's video, I'm going over how you should play mute in Year 6 Season 4 of Rainbow Six Siege. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is there's two ways to play mute. You can either roam with mute or you can anchor with mute. Now, most people anchor with mute, but on a site like this that I've picked out for Clubhouse, roaming with him is also viable. Now, with mute, when you roam, you want to roam to waste time and utility purely. You're not roaming for kills, you're not roaming for info, you're purely roaming just to waste time. Okay, so what I've seen people do is they come over here, they reinforce these two walls and put a mute jammer on it. So if you're sitting up here, what you're wanting to do is play vertically. So you come over here and you sit, like, let's say above this hatch, and you try to get people that are coming onto this hatch. And then you can come over here, anybody coming in through the doorway or through this doorway, you can kill from above. You can break this hatch right here, so anybody that comes in and tries to play vertically on this wall, you can catch off guard. You can drop here, catch anybody lacking on this hatch. So overall, it's really powerful for you to be upstairs, but also you can sit up top red and kill anybody that's in this entire lobby area or anybody going down the blue. If anybody's main stairs, you can go play main stairs. Overall, having upstairs control as mute is extremely powerful. So that's why I say playing mute upstairs, especially on this side, is viable. So what you'd want to do in order to set this up is first reinforce these two walls, and you're going to put a mute jammer on this, again, just because it's such a common wall for people to open, and if they get this wall open, they can easily take CC control, and once they have that, they can easily pressure you into cash. So having this reinforced with the mute jammer on it is great. Mute jammers can deny anything that has to do with hard breaching, thermites, aces, habanas, any droning they can deny as well, so having this here is really important. The second place I'd put a mute jammer is going to be on red stairs. This is because obviously all of your plays are due to verticality. So you're playing up here and you're denying anybody and any drone that's coming in through here. And that room connects into lobby, and lobby connects to these stairs. So you don't want them to drone you. This is the most high traffic area on the map, and you don't want drones to be able to come through here and drone you. So putting a mute jammer right there, again, extremely powerful. Another thing that you could do is, because you'd also be playing right here, maybe you shotgun this out because you want to be able to actually see people who are on this wall playing vertically. But yeah, just stuff like that. Shotgunning holes, applying pressure from above is all super good. The third mute jammer you put on this wall. Again, just because this is a super high traffic wall. But also because you want to be able to go down to main stairs and apply pressure on main stairs. This is because main stairs leads directly into a double door into the objective hallway, right? So you don't want them to take control of this super easily, but also you want main stairs control because it protects this hatch, it protects kitchen and this hatch. It also makes it to where if they're trying to shotgun this floor or this floor and play vertically like I was talking about up there, you can deny them from the stairs. Normally you'd have a second teammate upstairs with you to help you do that, but if that's not the case, you want to put a mute jammer on this wall so they can't take construction and completely cut you off from the side of the map. Now your fourth and final mute jammer, you can either A, put inside to help your team, or B, you can put it in rafters, somewhere like right here, somewhere like right here, maybe even inside the window, but putting your mute jammer somewhere in any of those places is really good. You don't want them to be able to drone you from here and easily attack you, so that's about it for roaming. Okay, so let's talk about anchoring now. So normally this is how most people will play mute, so I'm sure this is why a lot of you are here. But the first thing that you'd want to do whenever you spawn into site is start making holes. You, as mute, are going to play with a shotgun 99% of the time. So you need to utilize that shotgun to help your team out. So making things like rotates, footholds, stuff like that is all going to be super necessary. So the first thing on this objective I do is make a rotate right here. This is vaultable. And then the second thing I do is make a rotate right here. And then making a rotate right here is optional, but I do it. It all depends on how you want to play or your team wants to play. But having this rotate right here also makes it to where if they do take control of this, they get control of a lot of site faster. So just be careful with it. And then if you want to, you can put holes right here. So anybody that's in here can swing main door. Or if you want to be really, really dangerous, you can put footholes in the Kool-Aid wall. So anybody that's in here can sit in prone and hold main. Or if they're trying to plant default, right, like let's say they broke this hatch, they're in the site, and they're trying to plant in the back of site right here. And let's say you're still upstairs, and you come down. You can prone right here, and then try to deny anybody backside planting. You can even put a rotate here if you want, which personally I don't recommend doing. But some people like to do it for whatever reason they have. Okay, so with that all the way, obviously, you know you have a shotgun, you can make rotates, footholds, stuff like that. You can be really useful with that shotgun. Where do your jammers go whenever you're anchoring? So whenever you're anchoring, there's only really two types of mute jammers you can put down. You can put down mute jammers that go on doors, and that go on stuff like drone holes, or you can put mute jammers on walls to deny anything that can open a wall, right? So let's say our teammates reinforced all of triple wall, right? So not anybody coming down from main stairs can't open the wall to sight, but also if they try to drone too close to this wall, they'll get caught up in the mute jammer. So that's always a good thing to do, is to use mute jammers to get walls whenever you're anchoring, especially if you don't have a bandit or a cade to do this. Using your mute jammers like this is always a very good option. And then the second way you can place your mute jammers is to deny drones, right? So you put them, let's say, on doorways like this to dirt, where if I'm an attacker and I'm pushing up to dirt and I have no intel whatsoever and I try to drone, right? Let's say I throw a drone out here, and immediately gets caught in the jammer. Or if I try to Twitch drone, Flores drone, whatever. If I try to jackal scan with my eyes, this is really good to have. It denies a lot. You can put it in places like this, where if they try to push into oil pit, right, they drop down into oil pit and then they try to push up to here. Them not being able to drone this is very, very good, because you as a mute player, if you're anchoring, you're probably going to be playing right here anyways. So them not being able to drone you from there and then having to just wide swing you, especially if you know they're there, is super, super good. So okay, now that I have how to place your mute jammers down out of the way, let's go into how to actually play him once the setup is complete. So for this fight in particular, obviously I told you I like to play blue. Maybe you have a Jaeger that plays blue, whatever. But personally, I like to sit here and play blue. So what I do, obviously I have these rotates to get me back into sight. If they try to drop this hatch, I have a hole here. If they try to go through dirt, I can come through here, play the doorway, maybe go behind armory rack, play the doorway. Let's say I reinforce this. And I reinforce this. Now that I have the setup complete, literally all you're doing as a mute player, whether you're roaming or anchoring, is wasting time. You're just wasting time. You're sitting in here, you're making it to where they can't drone you, so they're sitting here, like, either A, trying to destroy your mute jammers, or B, try to walk through here and kill you, right, which is already really dangerous for them, but you're wasting time because they're trying to get around your jammers, A, or try to kill you, B. You just existing here, even if they're not trying to drone you, they're just trying to take a gunfight with you, is wasting time. So you just existing in general is just a big waste of time. That's all that roaming is, that's all that roaming with mute is, and that's all that anchoring with mute is. Let's say you have mute jammers on walls, same thing. Mute jammers on walls, sure they deny gadgets, they don't destroy them though. So he's not the most effective anti-breach gadget person in the game, right? You have bandit, you have cade, whatever. All this is doing is wasting time, because if they have a twitch, they have a floor hes, they have any sort of utility that they can shoot at these things are destroyed and they eventually get the wall. But they don't get the wall immediately, and that's the key, right? So these things, wasting time, they're just for annoyance, so they can't drone you. And befitting for an operator who's wasting time, you want to play them in positions that also waste time, like roaming, right? If you're roaming, they have to sit and waste time clearing you out. If you're sitting in blue, they have to waste time coming through oil pit, coming down blue, coming down from this hatch, to sit and clear you out, because it's a strong position. This is a position that they need to hold in order to push sight, right? So all you do when you play mute is waste time. That's why with mute, contrary to most other people, I don't like to sit in sight. I don't like to sit in hold angles. I don't like to sit here and try to nitro people above. I don't like to sit in sight and just stare at a hole, right? Because as much as it's like, sure, somebody might walk into this, you're not doing anything by holding this unless someone's there. You're just a useless player. But if you're in a position of power, you just existing is applying so much pressure. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. The only other thing I could really talk about is loadout. You always want to bring the SMG-11 over the pistol. There's no reason why you'd bring the pistol over an SMG. It doesn't make sense. I like to bring the shotgun just so I can make holes like this and make my own strats, but also because the shotgun is just really good. I don't like to bring the SMG over the shotgun because, again, I already have an SMG. There's no point in bringing two. Especially if you're really, really good with this thing, it can be a headshot machine. He has a nitro cell, and he has a bulletproof cam. I'm going to make an entire video about bulletproof cams soon, because they did recently just get reworked, so let me know if you want to see that. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this guide. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, like it. If you dislike the video, dislike it. Don't forget to sub, and I'll see you in the next one.